Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Ron Lighthall alongside Terry Spain. Terry, welcome, sir.
Hey, Ron, I'm excited, man. Thank you. Thank you. This is going to be an amazing podcast. Most important, it's going to be an amazing UFL season, especially for the Orlando Storm.
So, we are in our temporary settings right now. I'm here at my home studio, Studio R, and you're there at your home studio. We have exciting news about production and what dynamic product we're going to be bringing to the Storm fans and Central Florida. Tell us about our wonderful venue that you were able to secure and how excited you and I are about bringing this with our sponsor, ZOA, coming on board. ZOA Energy Drink, the official energy drink of the UFL, and their sponsorship with us. But we're also going to be right there in the heart of Orlando. So tell us about our new facilities.
Yeah, as you could tell, the smile on my face, I'm extremely excited about us being able to partner with Tom's Watch Bar, which is probably it's a huge sports bar here in the Orlando area. And we were just grateful that they wanted to partner with us. And like I mentioned before, we're going to have all of our pregame uh, shows that's going to be there. And they were excited to have us there. And they're excited about the UFL and all the things that come, all the sports that are in the Orlando area. And we're going to be doing all of our pregame shows from Tom's Watch Bar to get everybody excited about the Orlando Storm. As you can see, we've already been excited and got our gear ready. And it's going to be a great partnership, and I'm excited, and Ron's excited, and this is going to be one heck of a show, and to provide all the information for you all things Orlando Storm.
So the ending of last year, there's been some changes. There's three teams that have moved locations. The UFL still is solid with 8 teams, three expansion teams. One of those, of course, being the Orlando Storm, right here in the city beautiful Orlando, Florida. So much excitement going on about that. You had an opportunity at the end of last year to get a little insight about the growth and some of the movement. Tell us about some of the people you spoke to and about the growth and excitement that is coming this year for the UFL.
Yeah, what a win for the UFL. As you mentioned before, during the UFL championship, while I'm posting my towel here, I had an opportunity to interview two key people in regards to the expansion of the UFL. The first person I had an opportunity to interview was Danny Garcia. She's one of the owners of the UFL, and Mr. Russ Brandon, who's the CEO of UFL. And one of my questions to them was, what does the UFL looks like in the next few years? And you can just kind of see the excitement on their faces as they didn't let the cat out the bag now, but as the following year has happened, you can see that there's been a lot of great changes, and it's a win because you're bringing the Orlando team back here. A lot of people were disappointed when the Guardians at that time left, and now we have that opportunity to bring the Storm, and it's all about support. We're gonna have to support this team and get behind not only this team but all of the UFL because it plays a pivotal role in football, in particular in spring football.
And you talk about what goes on behind the scenes. This is a never-ending. It's a machine that runs. As soon as last season ended, they were immediately on the ground, making the necessary movements and getting ready for expansion and making sure that the league's success moves forward. They moved the hub of operations from Birmingham to Arlington there in Texas. So they have that kind of central hub and they're looking for growth further out for the UFL. Tell us a little bit about how the UFL is structured and how that hub works, because it really is kind of a brilliant business strategy.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing, and everything kind of centers towards that hub, and that's why they wanted it. It eliminates the dollar cost too, brings the dollar price down as well. But what an amazing move that they've done when they had an opportunity to display their headquarters in Arlington, and they were really excited about that. The whole UFL team, the whole UFL staff was excited about bringing that particular team down to particular UFL down to Arlington, and it was just an amazing. It made business. It was a business sense, and it actually is a good thing. and everyone's excited about it. I'm excited about it. When they made the move, I knew, and I kind of, envisioned some of the things that they were looking to do with the UFL, and it's been working amazingly. And a lot of people have benefited. And when I say people, I just don't mean just the staff. I'm talking about players. It's definitely bringing a lot of excitement to the Orlando area, and we have to back this team up as much as we can because, as I mentioned to you before, I had an opportunity to cover the UFL for a few years. And I went to a St. Louis Battlehawks game, and they had over 30,000 people plus in that stadium, in that dome. And the pure excitement that they had there was what we need to bring in Orlando and all the other teams as well. But we're concentrating on the Orlando Storms, as we talked about before. And so we can bring that number down here to Orlando, and we can because we have the fan base for it. That will be an exciting move, but it would be great for us to just kind of broadcast and do our thing from out of Tom's Watch Bar, and doing the home games. We'll be broadcasting live from the stadium here in Orlando.
And we get the 2026 season kicked off on March 27th, 8 p.m. on Fox Networks, where we are going to see the established three-time champions, twice with the USFL in 22 and 23, once in 24 with the UFL. The Birmingham Stallions are on the road at the new expansion team, the Louisville Kings. I like this matchup, Terry. A.J. McCarron is going to be at the helm for the Birmingham Stallions. He's going up against a local hero who played for the Louisville Cardinals, Chris Redman, who is going to be the head coach of the Louisville Kings. Tell us about this first game we're going to see March 27th.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on this game because everybody's going to be watching it, kicking it off. Birmingham's been in this situation before. They've won a few of the championships with both prospective leagues, and this is a good way to kick it off because they have earned the right in some aspects to kick off the season, and I'm excited about it. And then they have one of the players that I'm excited to see for the Louisville Kings is Eric Guerrera. He's a cornerback out of Mobile, Alabama, but he played with the Tennessee Titans at one time.
We're going to see some great talent coming out of the UFL. A number of players that have gone on to the pros, including in some clutch positions. There are teams that can lose a player and need some battle ready players. We're seeing that this season with the Denver Broncos. Tell us about the opportunity these guys are getting to go to the next level, if you will.
An amazing opportunity. Some of these young men, and I say young because I'm a little seasoned. I'm not going to say old. I'm seasoned. Some of these young men have had an opportunity to play in the NFL previously, and now they're trying to get their way back into the NFL. And some of these young men have never played, and they're trying to make a name for themselves. But what a great partnership that the NFL and the UFL have, because there's been a lot of players, I think well over 40, that has transitioned from the UFL and were on NFL rosters last year. This is a great opportunity for these players to get that second look. And I'm excited about everything that is happening with the UFL transitioning and helping out. I wouldn't say helping out, but transitioning and getting these exposures for these young men to play in the NFL.
That brings us to our next game. You talk about the impact and the relationship of the NFL. Rams legend Ricky Proehl is now the head coach for the St. Louis Battlehawks. And of course, they're going to be at home. They have an exciting fan base, one of the largest. They are in that entertainment-starved city of St. Louis as far as football goes. And they are going to be hosting the DC Defenders. So two teams, you're going to see a great matchup of existing teams that were not part of that expansion. And DC is coached by Shannon Harris. This game right here, I really like. This is going to be on the 28th at 4 p.m., another nationally broadcast game. This is where you're going to see the audience excitement and the fan participation, because St. Louis really brings it for the UFL.
Yeah, they definitely bring it. This is the game that I actually have circled all around my calendar because a lot of people want to see this matchup in the UFL championship at one time. Both twice the UFL championship has been played in St. Louis, and St. Louis have not had an opportunity to play in that stadium. But Coach Harris is a great coach. They won the UFL championship last year, so it's great that they're able to display on a field with such as the UFL. I mean, such as the St. Louis Battlehawks, and they're going to bring it because this game is going to probably be the most watched game because a lot of people are expecting these two teams to be in the championship.
And you talk about that, the fans wanted to see that matchup. On opening weekend, we're going to see an instant rivalry as the Houston Gamblers are on the road with the Dallas Renegades. The Houston Gamblers, they're going to call this the Battle for Texas, an interstate rivalry. Houston has been rebranded from the Roughnecks back to their USFL moniker of the Gamblers. Of course, they come out with the new look, the new uniforms, the Texas outline with the letter G. They're excited about this team. Their head coach, Kevin Sumlin, is at the helm, and he's going to be going up against Rick Neuheisel, who had immense college success in both UCLA and Washington, and he is going to be at the helm for Dallas. And Dallas is hosting this event, and of course, this is right in the backyard of the UFL headquarters.
Yeah, I'm going to sit back and watch this game. They're gonna duke each other out the whole entire game because everyone wants to stand out. Both of these teams want to stand out as it relates to Texas and represent Texas. So I'm just going to sit back and watch these two Texas teams duke it out, and it's going to be a great game.
And that game, of course, is on March 28th. That is the 8 o'clock game. That is on Fox as well. That's going to bring us up to our game of the week, the one you and I are most excited for, the real kickoff, the reason we're doing this right here in our beloved Sunshine State, more specifically right here in Central Florida. The Orlando Storm get a home opener playing against another expansion team, the Columbus Aviators. Terry, let's talk about excitement.
If I can come up with another word, I would maybe exuberant, maybe I'm just going to think of some words because I am very excited about this game. What a win for Orlando to bring this team back, bring a team to Orlando, which we desperately wanted them to do. And they have done that. They listened to us. And we're excited about this, and it's going to be played in a different location. Last year, it was played in the last time they played, they were in Camping World. Now they're going to be in Inter & Co. Stadium, and we need to pack this particular stadium out because this team needs the support. There's a lot of buzz. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of great players that are going to be playing on this team, and I'm just excited to be bringing this information along with you, Ron. Because I'm going to tell you, buckle your seatbelt because we're going to be in for a treat.
One of the things that's really great for the fans, and the league is so fan-centric. I mean, it really is one of the great fan experiences for professional football. And that's the fact that they're playing in the Inter & Co. Stadium there in Orlando. It's going to be far more intimate. It's going to be better for broadcasting, and it's going to give you a much better fan experience when it comes to that excitement. You have been to that stadium. I have yet to see an event at that stadium, but what a great venue that they have picked for so many of these teams.
Yeah, they nailed it. This stadium is like you mentioned before, is very intimate and it's up to date as well. You get some of these stadiums that you play in, they're kind of old and they're on their last leg. But this stadium is definitely not that, and because they play soccer there, Major League Soccer, and I'm excited about this stadium. They picked the absolute right stadium for the UFL and for the Orlando Storm.
So let's talk about the matchup. Ted Ginn Jr., a longtime standout for the Ohio State Buckeyes. He is at the helm of Columbus. A lot of these guys have that local connection, that connection to the community. They're so community driven with a lot of these teams. And they're going to go up against Anthony Becht, who came from the Battlehawks, and he's got a winning heritage.
Yeah, he has a winning heritage, but he also has that swag. When did a couple of his interviews. I've had an opportunity to watch some of his interviews. He's excited about being back into the state of Florida, quite honestly. And this was a great pickup for the Orlando Storm, is picking him as their head coach. And I think he's going to do a great job.
Terry, again, those are our matchups. You're going to see them here on screen on the bulletin board. Of course, we have those pinned up there. You can see a comprehensive list of those. And the way they have it staggered out, one game on Friday, two on Saturday, and of course, the game you and I will be at, and we, of course, will be broadcasting. Try to grab as much of that excitement as we can right there. And that's that Sunday night, 8 o'clock broadcast game in Orlando. Terry, I want to give you the final thought on what you're looking forward to in 2026, what you like, and what you'd like to see moving forward.
And thank you for giving me that. I am excited, and I'm looking forward to seeing this league expand. I know that's one of the goals, is to expand. So they had to do some of the things that can help this league expand. And they're definitely in the right direction. But one of the most important things that I would love for the fans to just come out and support this Orlando Storms team, because they're going to need every ounce of your support.
Terry, as usual, you and I are going to be nailing this, and I can't wait to get into our new location, as we'll be bringing that to you from Tom's Watch Bar in Orlando. We want to thank Zoa, our sponsor, and if you want to get on board with this great broadcast, we're going to be bringing it every week. Reach out to us in the comments section. You can reach out to myself. We'll also have all of Terry's hashtags and earmarks on how you can get a hold of him. And Terry, of course, the work you're doing with the Orlando Magic as well, with Sports First Media, you've had great success there. So I am really looking forward to this year with the UFL and our partnership with the UFL, our inside track with the Orlando Storm and the corporate entity of the UFL, and a lot of that is on your shoulders, man. So I definitely appreciate that, and I'm really looking forward to a great year.
Are you ready for some football? Spring football.
Spring football. So, for the Storm Report, I'm Ron Lighthall alongside Terry Spain. We want to thank you for joining us, and we look forward to bringing you the Storm Report each and every week. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.